Hi guys, so I'm actually in season 3 with Sporting Lisbon. I'm gonna have to run through the matches because I have already recorded the games, but the recording's so bad, the mic's awful, so I can't really upload it. But we'll go through the start of the season. First of all, the transfers. Just one youngster who I from the youth search released quite a lot of players out. If we go back to last season, these were all towards the end. So players that wouldn't make it, I've just kind of released. You can kind of tell from the clubs or people not signing them that they're not going to be that great. Like he's ended up at Peterborough. Um, I don't think any of them are going to be world superstars. Texera's probably got a little bit of potential, but he's running out of time. He's 23 now. Rui George, who's gone to Maritime, managed to get 5 million for him. He's still a quality left back if I was still playing a left back. He actually done really well for them, 8 assists in 23 games. Salah, Caesar Pratt's the same with him. I gave up on trying to use the fullbacks as defensive wingers or wingers. So we're just going to play wingers there with this tactic. So anyway, the results. So we started off the season, beat Porto in the Super Cup, which was a decent performance. We lost to Leeds in the European Super Cup. We should have got something out of the game. My defence again, I'm having issues with. I'll explain that a little bit later. BMR. So we had a couple of routine victories. Then the odd games we started to leak some insane goals. Done really poor in the Champions League. Chelsea dominating us. Really struggling to get wins at this point. Salgueres. Then we played Fenerbahce. It was only a 1-1 draw. Better performance in that game. Okay for an away game. And then this one we got thumped 5-1. And they were all over us. We lost in every area. So this is when I was starting to get a bit worried. And I'd have to have a look at the settings. Away at Fenerbahce. I think Fenerbahce deserved to win that again, yeah. A lot of shots off target. It seemed like my tactic was kind of like... I had kind of tweaked too many things over like 18 months on the game, and I think I'd kind of like lost my way at this point. But we did recover, picked up some wins, better performances. Like Samsunspor we should be beating anyway. We did beat River in the Super Cup, but River outplayed us again. If you look at the stats, tackles won 37%, that's too low. Then Samsunspor, again, the return one. And I think it was the same in this. The tackles were just insanely low. So I've got to try and figure out why they're so low. So I'm going to actually change the centre backs and put them on zonal now. Quaguera zonal, Beto zonal. Rui Bento, what was I even doing with him? Has he actually assisted this season? Because he's not, compared to last season, he hasn't really done much. His average ratings are still good, and his passing's actually higher. Probably won't play Barbosa in the middle, even though he's still doing okay. Then we got Luis Diaz, who's getting better. I don't know if I'm expecting too much because some of Lisbon's players are good, but they're not like high. They're not like top European level. Like I've still got Phil Babbitt the squad, so maybe I'm a bit. Maybe my expectations are a bit too high with this squad. Like obviously we still got Yardell, who's quality, and Nikolai, but Quasima's started this season a lot better, 4 assists. And Alfonso Martins is just... I don't know what to make of him. What was I doing with the defensive forwards in the end? Did I change it? No, I left them on direct and João Pinto on... I think I had him on direct as well. So we got Benfica away, so hopefully it looks better against Benfica. So we're going to the game now. I don't want to play Matos. I want Quasima in. Diaz, I guess. I put Martins back in. and then hopefully Sao Pinto and Yao Pinto can pick up. He's not done too bad, 4 goals, 4 assists. He's been really poor in Europe on these settings though. I think it's the same with Sao Pinto as well. Their passing's a lot lower than what it used to be. Nelson, I can't really use him as a sweeper keeper either. His work rate's too low. So what are Benfica playing? Oh no, I need to man mark with Koyara. And then have the other two zonal. Oh, what was I doing with the goalkeeper and passing when I last played? I still had him on mixed. So Zhao Pinto into Yao Pinto. But Benfica are still having a lot of the ball, but they haven't had a shot yet. Again, the defenders are just playing sixes. Yardel's not really in the game either. So what have I been doing with Yardel recently? It's been a while since I played it. It's been a couple of weeks, I think, around that time. Yardel. So Quizuma's playing an 8 again. And Benfica changed it again. Oh, Sao Pinto's injured. I should have had Hanush on the bench. Oh, not this again. He's just injuring all my players. I don't have a defender on the bench. That should be alright till the end of the game, considering he doesn't need to man mark anyone. Well, that was a much better performance. We've got to try and wrestle the league back from Porto this year. I might need to call up a defender. No, I just didn't have one on the bench, did I? I think it's when Yao Pinto and Sao Pinto are both fully fit, the tactic works as intended. I just don't think Lourenco's as good yet, but he has done okay in the role. And Nikolai is just still better centrally. You can't really play the arrow back to the same level as Yao Pinto and Sao Pinto. Let's have a look at jobs, because I said I was going to split save anyway. So if we have a look, England, Southampton is available. France, Marseille might be an interesting job. And they're third in League One. Let's have a look at their squad. I reckon they've got some. Oh, they got Malbronk as well. Delph. Oh, they got that guy who's good. Could players like Andre Luiz convert to a winger though? They got Joseph Yobo as well. Let's apply for the Marseille job anyway. Because what I'll do now, I'll split save it. So we got Sporting Lisbon. I'll put it as career. I'll save this as career at this point, and then save game as Sporting as well. Or there's already a file for it, so. What about other jobs? Bari would be interesting, but they're not in Serie A yet. I think we've got to be realistic, because we've got quite a high rep. I think going to Marseille makes sense. I'm a bit disappointed. I haven't had one academy player come through at Sporting yet. And I actually intentionally cleared out a lot of the junk from the B team, hoping that I'd get one or two extra ones come in, but it never materialised like that. Who's this guy? Why is he randomly in the first team? Oh yeah, he was a youth search signing as well. Oh no, that's Sporting B. Yeah, the youth search hasn't been that great either. He's actually done quite well for the B team, this Alvarez. This guy's basic. I don't even know why I signed him. He does have some interesting attributes, but I don't think he'll ever develop. If he was 16 with those attributes, he's got a chance, but not 19. Maybe he was just an extra body for the B team. I've still got hopes for this Campos. I'm actually gonna start edging him into the A team. I need to put Hanush on the bench, and I'll drop Barbosa into the reserves for a little bit. Same with Diogo. Actually, I might as well play that Campos instead of Phil Babb. Phil Babb's 33 now. He actually hasn't let me down yet this season. But yeah, he's just very average. So I'm going to have to man mark with Campos again. Has he got good marking? He does have good marking. It's a big game for that lad. And then we'll leave those two on zonal. Do I man mark with Rui Bento? What's Emmanuel Lurk? He's okay. I think we'll be alright leaving Rui Bento there on zonal possibly. Oh, great start, Lourenco. Yeah, maybe I was just messing around with the tactic too much recently. As soon as I say that, they score 2 goals. What the fuck? The typical away game at the moment. They scored from both shots. Why can't you man mark him, Campos? Oh, what am I doing? I want to bring on Hanish though. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Alfonso Martins. Oh, for fuck's sake. This tactic, man. Did we get a goal back? Maybe he's too weak to play there at the moment. Nelson's letting me down though this game. He is quite weak though in a lot of areas. Maybe I shouldn't have played him. Oh, great. Yeah, the joys of no signing saves when you don't have great players anymore. Look at Nelson again. I just. Wow, we've managed to get 4-4. Oh, for fuck's sake, they just basically scored every time they had a shot. Look. Oh, so Beto, Hugo. He only won half his tackles, Campos. Oh, fuck off, Nelson. Honestly, piece of shit. um, let's fine him for poor performance. Do I even have a young goalkeeper to bring through? This Vikman, he might have some potential. I'm gonna actually just start playing him. Nelson's really, what's his passing and stuff? His passing's low though. That's the advantage with Nelson. His passing's okay for a goalkeeper, but he just lets me down in 4 or 5 games really bad, where he plays a 4 or a 5. I'm actually going to play Diogo or Bruno Carreras. Who plays better when I use them? Let's try out Bruno Carreras for a few games. How long's Rui Bento out for? 10. We do have a bit of a break now. Hopefully Porto lost. This is going to be a struggle to win the league this season. Yeah, Porto go above us if they win their game in hand. And they're not conceding goals. And they're using quite a solid tactic. The Portuguese cup draw. Rio Ave at home. God, they've gone down to the Portuguese third division, I think. What is the equivalent of second B, I think. Yeah, what worked with the central defenders season one's not working in season three. It's just a struggle at the moment. So Andrew, I need to renew field. Salguera have been taken over. I don't know how to pronounce it. Salguera, yes, something like that. So we need to get back to winning ways. I need a much stronger AMC in there because Martins has been a bit at the moment. I could play Tonito possibly. We are at home, so why is he unhappy? Feels he should move club. Actually, I'll give. I'm actually tempted to play Hanush instead of Pinto this game, and then just put Pinto on the bench. Oh no, Sao Pinto's back though. So's Rui Bento. So Rui Bento's fully fit again. Let's put him on the bench and drop. Santa Maria is back, but he's been awful this season, so I'm just going to put him in the B team for a little bit. Let's try Vitamin on short. He can press though, old Vitamin. Maybe he could be a sweeper keeper in the future. How did he do for the B team? Oh, he hasn't even played a game. Actually, we'll start him on mix, see how he does. Liera, Dinda. My defence is slow, apart from Beto. No one's really got pace either, which is another issue. I don't think I got the Marseille job anyway. It's been too long, hasn't it? Just as I've started to lose faith in Alfonso Martins. But look at the match stats though. So who's let me down on the passing? Martins. See, we're winning, but it's not a great performance. I've got to bring Nikolai on. He hasn't played any football for a little bit. Let's bring him on for Yao Pinto. We won, but it was a really poor performance. I actually need to check the passing in that game. Bow's fine. Diaz is okay for a winger. And he's undirect, so... Luis Diaz got 2 assists that game. Yeah, I've never used a tactic. I've never created a tactic before where I feel so on edge. It's like every game. I don't even feel safe 3-0 up with this tactic. But it's certainly fun to use. And we did win the Champions League with it in my first attempt, so I can't complain. It's just tough. It's just a weird tactic, but it's effective to some degree. I'll be really interested to see once I get another job what the tactic's like. So let's check to see who Marseille have hired. They hired Daniel Lacrosse. So if we go to manager, so I'm top in Portugal, but if we go all nations, and I didn't get the Marseille job. So where was the guy that got the Marseille job? Nowhere. He wasn't even on the first 6 or so pages. Um, Sao Pinto. Let's rest some players this game. Actually, I can play Hanesh. Put Sao Pinto on the bench with Yardell. Luis Diaz. No, I want Quaresma on the bench. We'll play Bruno Carreras. And we'll try that Campos out again. So he did play an 8, but his passing was dreadful. Can you man mark him, please? Let's put him on normal tackling, see if that's better. And yeah, it's because I've got a bloody DMC as centre back. Yeah, I don't think that Campos is playable yet. That's a tough draw, especially with my defence at the moment. Oh, my best defender's out. The amount of goals we're conceding away from home at the moment is so worrying. I might just zonal with the middle striker, middle with Campos then. So Diego's done okay is he back in the B team? So how's Chiara's done? 9 tackling, wow. Porto only drew, that's good. You can tell the standard of the clubs that are coming in for my players that they're not well beaters. Let's put the strongest strike force out, which is it still is Salpinto, Yarpinto, and Yardell, Nikolai, Larenko. Left winger, Quiadas. He's actually up to 6 assists now, so he's having his best season so far. Luis Diaz. Yeah, that passing's so low. Passing's low there as well. could try a mixed maybe with the DMC slot, but do I play Campos again? He did get 3 tackling that game. Oh fuck, and Beto's out. Hanesh has done really well when I've used him. Well, I thought that was the other way round, but he is actually 32 now. Did you get better on the passing? Not really. Let's try short for one game. Do I man mark? Because I could put Campos on zonal. Rui Bento. And then press with Vitamin perhaps. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, my away form. They just... It doesn't matter what I set the defenders on away from home at the moment. Ah! Both defenders have been shocking again. Cuiera's actually doing okay. I'm going to have to bring on Phil Babb for this Campos guy. Oh, this is about the 6th time I've saved it. Can we get another? Or at least we come back and won the match. Us and Porto are like neck and neck. Let's look at Porto's defence compared to ours. We conceded 25, but we scored quite a lot. So they've got some guy called Ricardo Silva. Pretty solid. Jorge Costa's awesome, obviously. He's almost world class on it at 32. And George Orlando. Yeah, he's good. I can see why they're using the arrow with him. He's a really good ball playing defender. Anyway, guys, I'm going to save it for now before I have a heart attack. Thanks for watching. Bye.